start calling him that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
The only white kid who doesn't have a K first name.
Jake, Dana's decision, your decision to go for the 4th and 3, and then the play call.
Yeah, it was kind of a culmination of everything, where we're at, and we were struggling in the second half in terms of putting drives together. You know, we came out and, you know, we sputtered early, and then it got to the point where we were trying to run some clock to help the defense out, and we're just not a very good offense in terms of when we slow the game down, you know, and that's something that we've got to work on. We've got to be, you know, better in terms of we either 3 and out or we score like in a minute. That's like how it is. It's either the most explosive offense you'll ever see or the worst offense you'll ever see, and we're so inconsistent from that standpoint. So when you got down into the 4th down call, you know, it was a 4th and 3. The way we've been playing, like, let's just go ahead and take another chance and at least let them drive the entire field, like it would have been a 70-yard drive on their part. And just talking through with Dana, I said we're going to spread it out and we're going to have the option to hit Sills or Gary on that, and we'll max pro it up with the O-line. And it was coming down to make execute a play and, you know, make a play with the receivers. We had too many drops in certain situations, and I made it an easy catch for everybody. And Will had to be accurate with it, and he was. And it was good to see Gary at least, you know, catch that and come down with the first down.
There were a couple of ones that looked like easy catches, though, that skip off and turned into interceptions. Does that factor into the play call any?
It was, in a little bit. You could tell we were a little rattled with our slant routes. You know, a lot of our in-breaking cuts were off the hands of receivers for interceptions, and, you know, you drop some. We got to eliminate those. And I thought when they got to the point where they were doing a decent job at not letting us hit explosive run plays, where they're putting us in 3rd and medium situations where you really got to throw the ball, and there's just zero pressuring us, where you've got to make a play at that point, and you got to be accurate with the ball. And I thought we just, you know, I didn't think we were very physical and had that mentality that we were going to convert it when we got into the second half.
The play right before the half, where I know initially you're probably looking for a quick out to get closer for a field goal, but once Will realizes it's all or nothing, he's got to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, it was. You know, that was the whole thought process. And, you know, Dana was going pretty crazy on that one at the beginning. It was 10 seconds on the clock. Let's take one shot at the end zone. It should take about 6-7 seconds off the clock, and then send the field goal team out if it's an incompletion. And, you know, at that point, talking with Will, he was trying to let Sills let his post play develop, and ended up scrambling out.
Gary Jennings.
And then at that point, he realized that it was all or nothing. He was going to go for the throw away, but he didn't know where the clock was. When we talked about that situation, take a shot to the end zone, which, you know, it was lucky we had a receiver in the end zone running open.
4th and 3 on the final drive. Dana says he didn't have much doubt, he wanted to go for it. Your play call, does he talk to you about that? And did you have sort of something saved in the bag waiting for that?
Yeah, no, it just we knew where we were going with it. You know, it had to be, again, going back to the in-breaking cuts. We weren't, you know, running through it. We weren't catching them very cleanly, so it had to be something where we wanted to get to the change and just rip it on them as fast as they can. They zero pressured it, and Will was just accurate. It was something that we've been working on a lot, and, you know, Gary's such a big target and a physical body that he can catch and fall forward for a first down.
When you look at him, though, I mean, he's strong, but he's not the biggest guy, the bulkiest guy out there. But he's the guy that makes those tough catches for you. I mean, does that just show that confidence that that's the guy you're going to there?
It was, you know, and we were going to, you know, that was a thing that he's done in the past. He did that actually at Texas Tech that got into a 4th and 1 that we talked about. You know, he's just got that ability to catch the ball and fall forward. That's the main thing. We've got other receivers that can catch the ball, but they're not going to fall forward like Gary does. So, you know, you got a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 is a pretty long distance play where, you know, it came down and we just talked about being accurate with the ball and then ripping it on them and falling forward. And it was good to at least see them finally have something positive happen to them in the second half.